Hello, parents and children. Tracy LaGuardia here from the Children's Equipping Center at the International House of Prayer in Kansas City, where I am bringing you the 8th video out of 18 while we are reading Children, Can You Hear Me by Brad Jerzik. Oh yes, I am wearing flowers on my head. You know, it's springtime and some of the days have been nice. Have you been outside? The flowering bush that I love the most in spring is golden forsythia. Oh, well, of course I'll tell you why I'm wearing it, but not yet. Let's go ahead and start reading the book, shall we? Children, can you hear me? Of course you can. Just call on me and I will answer you. Some call me God or Lord. Others call me Jesus. What do you call me? You can call on me by praying. Praying is talking to me, just like you talk to your friends. When you talk to me, I hear you and answer you. I come to you and show myself to you. It's kind of like show and tell. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "When you call on me, I will answer you, and I will show you great and wonderful things that will surprise you." You won't usually hear me with your ears or see me with your eyes, but I might surprise you. But your heart will see me, your heart will hear me, and your heart will know me. That's because I made you. John 14:21. Jesus said, "My Father loves anyone who loves me. I love you too, and I will show myself to you." Ephesians 1:18 says, "I pray that the eyes of your heart would be open and bright. Then you will see the free gifts that God has planned to give you. They are rich and glorious, and they belong to you." Your heart can hear my voice. What does it sound like? Sometimes my heart is quiet and gentle, like a wind whispering through the trees. Listen closely. Can you hear it? Sometimes it's loud and strong, like thunder on a stormy night. Don't be frightened. I'm just that big. I speak in many different ways, so you can hear me in a way that is just right for you. What does my voice sound like right now? Job 33:14 says, God really does speak, sometimes one way, sometimes another, even when you are not listening. Your heart can see my face. What does it look like to you? What expression do you see? When you look at my face, you will see how much I love you. You will see that I care about how you are doing. You will see that I enjoy your company. Sometimes I look happy. Ask me why. One reason is because I think you're terrific, and I am glad to be your friend. Sometimes I look sad. Ask me why. Maybe I'm sad because I know you're sad. We can cheer each other up. Solomon 2:14. Show me your face, let me hear your voice, because your voice is sweet and your face is full of love. My face is usually cheerful and gentle. It is never nervous or afraid. That's because I'm strong and confident. My face is never scary, at least not to you. But if evil comes to hurt you, then I get angry. Don't be afraid. Just ask me to take care of it. After all, love takes care of people, doesn't it? Hebrews 12:2. Keep looking at Jesus with the eyes of your heart. He opened them up to begin with, and he'll help you to see him perfectly someday. When you pray, you aren't just talking to me. We're talking to each other. We're hanging out, just like you hang out with your friends. I love hanging out with you. Come close and talk to me. I'm the best listener ever. Tell me about your day. What made you happy? What made you sad? How about a hug? John 15:15. Jesus said, instead of being my servant, I would like to call you my friend. Servants don't get to hear secrets, but friends do. So I'll call you friend because I tell you everything my Father tells me. We can hang out anywhere because I'm always with you. You can meet me in your favorite places. Want to meet me in your bedroom? I'll be there. Can you see me? Remember to use your heart eyes. What am I doing? What am I saying? I'll stay there with you and keep you company. Do you have a favorite hiding place? I'll meet you there too. We can sit together and just be quiet, or we can make secret plans. Psalms 139, 5-6. God, you are always ahead of me, leading the way, but you're also behind me, following along. You're always close enough to hold my hand. That's so amazing. I can hardly believe it. When you go out, I go with you. I'm always tagging along. Do you go to the park? You'll find me there. How about school? I'm there too. Church? Of course, I'm there also. I have a place I love to go. Would you like to come? Just close your eyes. Psalms 39:10. Wherever I go, I always find you. And when I run away, you always find me. If I went as high as heaven, you'd be there. If I looked deep in the earth, you'd be there too. What if I could fly to a place where the sun comes up? What if I could swim to the bottom of the ocean? Your hand would still be holding me safe and showing me the way. Here's our new page. Let's take a look at this picture. It looks like a treehouse, a super cool treehouse. I've always wanted a treehouse. Do you have one? They look like they're having fun. Let's read, shall we? Meet me in your imagination. Your imagination is a place where your heart can create anything. I gave you your imagination. Do you like it? You can use your imagination to think about good things or bad things. But I gave it to you so we could meet there together. If you could build any place with your imagination, what would it look like? Wow, I like it. I'll meet you there. Ephesians 3:20. God can even do more than you ask or imagine because his power that no one can measure is working inside of you. Next page. Oh, that's a fort. That's super cool too. Oh, look, they have hats and they have swords. What's that in Jesus' hand? they look like they're having fun. Let's read, shall we? One of my favorite places is your heart. Can you believe that? Your heart is where I live. I've made it my special home. Close your eyes. What does your heart place look like? Others see a cozy cabin or a fancy playhouse. What do you see? Can you see me there? What am I doing? What am I saying? What shall we do? What shall we play? Psalms 94:22. God is my fortress. I hide in him to keep safe. A fortress is kind of like a fort that we just saw. So, parents, we have a great activity for your kids. You're going to need Legos or blocks or anything that you can think of to build a miniature place where your child would like to be alone with God. That sounds like a lot of fun. Also, we have a craft. It is a heart place, a place where we see God. Now, I did my heart place, and you know what? When I was a little girl, what I used to do is I used to take all of my pillows and put them underneath the covers. Then I would crawl in and sit in between the pillows, and I would pretend that I was a little bitty tiny girl, and no one could see me and no one can find me. And that is where I would have my private time with God, in my bed with the covers over me, pretending to be little and tiny. But you know what? I'm older now, and you know what I like to do now? Is I like to just be out in nature. So my imaginary place with God would certainly be somewhere outside, maybe in a mountain meadow. That's why I'm wearing this, where there's birds and dragonflies and you can hear rippling water. That is my secret place to hang out with God in my imagination. What's yours? Bye-bye. We'll see you next time.